I hit the wrong freaking button. Okay. Okay. I blame Shayla Black for that. Normally we're in the safe. Okay, guys, welcome. Welcome to a new version of Wicked Wednesday. And I'm going to let everybody kind of jump in here. I see Tracy. I see Susan. I see Nikki Ann. And yeah, exactly. Thank you. You just screwed up my video. Thank you. But no, we're normally in the safe confines of the Shayla Black Studios. No, the fan, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But today we're in the inner sanctum, if you will. The inner sanctum with William Black. Kelly Wolford, hello, hello. Allison, good to see you. Tabitha, I went to the post office today. We're going to be reaching out to you separately, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Renee and Nicole and Louise and Dawn, you guys are so cool to come out with me tonight, and I'll tell you why Shayla's not here in a minute. I see Dana, I see Laura and Rhonda, and Kelly, you're awesome. Yes, you're right. Williams Cave, the inner sanctum, as I call it, the getaway, if you will. Vicky and Virginia. Hello, Virginia. Good evening. Good Wednesday evening. And I hope none of you were caught in the Wednesday airport issues that happened today, because those were nasty, and I hope that you didn't get involved in that this morning. Glad we weren't traveling, I'll tell you that. Yes, Jana, the inner sanctum, it's a very special place. So that's what we're talking about tonight, where we're coming from. Hey, Facebook user, if you're joining via Shayla's Facebook group, you can just allow StreamYard to share your name, and if you do that, it should allow your name to come across. Otherwise, join us on YouTube. Louise, we don't get to see you in your area very often. Louise, you don't. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about chances to do that a little bit more often, by the way. We have a lot of plans. We're going to be talking. We have a lot of plans. So if you see my eyes cut down like Shayla's do, I have the whole rolling screen here of comments, so that's where my eyes are. I want to look at you guys, but I can't do both at the same time. Unfortunately, I don't have the skill set where the eyes kind of go either way. Hello, Fong. Hello, Fong. Robin says, I deleted my email. Could you resend? Don't judge. Drugs. This is okay. Robin, I would never judge. I would never judge. Well, maybe a little. Hello, Melissa. Guys, thank you for being here with me tonight. This is awesome. Ames, you teed me up perfectly. Thank you. The question of the evening. Guys, you know what day is coming up? Do you have any idea? February. What is her date? February. Holy shit. Where the hell is it? I have my notes here somewhere. Baby's book, One Night Stand, is coming out in a couple of weeks. And they are, I say several weeks, are coming out next month, but Shayla is helping her put some finishing touches on it, if you will. So they are deep involved in that book to make sure her first book comes out exquisite. A number of you have been helping beta read for Baby. We thank you. I thank you guys very much. But you guys know writing your first book can be I'm sure you've seen it with other authors, and those of you that do this yourself as well, how traumatizing and difficult and it can be coming out with your first book, and a lot of self-doubt and stuff like that. Not that Baby's having a lot of that, but a little bit of insecurity. So that's where Shayla has to step in and say, okay, it's going to be fine. And let's just walk through the book and make sure it's the best book that we possibly can. So that's where she's at tonight. They are head down right now for the next 3 or 4 days to finish this book, and I'm happy for them. Nikki, thank you. She will be brilliant. I am very, very, very proud of her, and I can't wait to see my baby signing at a book signing, her own book signing, a book signing in Kansas City in February. I can't wait to see all you guys. A number of you are going to be there in February, so it's going to be awesome. And those of you that did pre-order Baby's book, thank you. Thank you for supporting us, but thank you for supporting my baby, because it means the world to her. Believe me, it means the world to us. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's coming so fast. This little thing, and for those of you that don't know, and I just violated rule number 1. I didn't introduce myself. My name is William Black. Sometimes I go by Will. Um, but my wife is New York Times bestselling author Shayla Black of the Amazing Romance world. And baby is Mallory Black. That's our daughter, and she is writing her first novel. So that's the detail behind that. Rebecca, we are excited. We can't be. I'm going to do my best to keep up with comments tonight, guys. I'm not as good as Shayla is, but I'm going to do my best. And that's going to have to be good enough. I don't know. Hey, Lisa Adams, good to see you. I like the profile pic. That's awesome. Yeah, I should go by Boxcar a little bit more. That's right, Boxcar Bill. That's kind of the secret name, right? No, really, I shouldn't say secret name. It's kind of the alter ego, if you will. I've got so many names, guys. So many names. And yeah, Ames. I mean, Tad never leaves us. I don't think Tad has really made an appearance in probably about a year, but Tad is kind of that inner voice that just doesn't seem to want to go away. He really doesn't, but he's always there. And Lance is just a wife stealer. That's what he is. So what are you going to do? Louise in school. William is my first name, by the way. Just you guys are worried about that. William is my first name. So we had to go with a name that I could remember. But yeah, in school, yes, they did call me Bill. Did I bother to correct them? Well, in my elementary years, yeah, I did. After that, I just didn't bother to correct them. Then they got mad at me when they found out my name wasn't Bill. They went by something else. So, Will, you really want to know by Will? Yeah, whatever. Thank you, Fong. We can't wait for it either. We're excited. Oh, you know what? I can't wait for her to come on here with you guys, you folks, when the book releases and talk about the book. And I want to hear what she has to say. And it's going to be awesome. It's just going to be awesome. Jan, it does take a bit of an adjustment here in the Inner Sanctum, right? I didn't change anything. I might have took some paper that I haven't shredded yet off the shredder. You can see some of the books over on my shoulder that I've read in the past, and then you see just kind of this office has gone through 3 or 4 different metamorphoses. Is that plural? I don't know. It's gone through 3 or 4 different changes in this office, and this is probably my favorite change so far. When we first moved into this house, we had portrait molding all throughout the office, so you couldn't hang a damn thing because nothing would fit right that you want to put in that space. So we got rid of the portrait molding, and we did a couple of paint jobs. So yeah, Tad has that 411 operator voice. The pissed off, what number do you want? Nicole says, my Cairo laughs at all the names we call my kid. Her name is Alexis. Oh, baby has a ton of names as well. We just can't, we just can't keep up with it. Regina, let me tell you something about getting older. And I'll tell you something. I'm going to be having a birthday here in about 8 days here. And I've noticed that as I get older, the emotions are harder to contain. And that sucks. I always prided myself that I could control my emotions, right? But as you get older and things become more important to you, especially family and friends and extended family, and the emotions just come out, and it's I don't like it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I hated it when teachers would call me by my given name. Yeah, a lot of times they just had the attendance roll, and that's all they could do. Let's see who I missed here. Susan, in case there was a fire and I had to get up quickly, yes, I'm wearing pants tonight. I know. It's a disappointment. I'm disappointed in myself. Julie, I like Lord Black as well. Yes, Lord Black is a great name. That name will always be here when I'm allowed to use it. Yeah, alligator tears. Lexi Lou von Butthead. That's cute. Eve, the leg lamp is right here. It's always near me, Eve. It will always be near me. It actually sits over by the window. So when the sun comes in, it will hit that. And so the wobble will continue. So I can't have it right on my desk all the time, but it's right here. It's always here. Always here. And of course, my happy little tree mints are always handy as well. And then we got a little something from Tabitha today. And Tabitha, we'll be reaching out to you separately about this, but I had to share this with you guys. The Joy of Painting, Bob Ross and Peapod. He's got his own palette of paint. He's got the paint brush up here, and the rocking the hair. Okay, can I just say, rocking the hair? I wish I could have hair like that. I think I know I would. Can you tell us again the name of Mallory's book? Kelly, the name of the book is How to One Night Stand. And it's the How To series. We don't have book 2 up for pre-order quite yet, but we will here soon. But How To One Night Stand. And it's on all the retailers, and it's on the Shayla store as well, in ebook form and in print pre-order form on the Shayla store. So if you go to the Shayla store and you want to order from us, all you got to do is click on Mallory's books, and you'll see Mallory's books. So thank you for that, though. Thank you, Tracy. Yep, that I couldn't type it, so thank you, Tracy. If I start typing, then I'm going to get off, and it's going to be a mess tonight. I got my BIL brother-in-law the leg lamp. It was relegated to the man cave in the basement. You know, it's a major award. It really is. Oh, that's the backside. That's kind of nice. I didn't see that. Okay, that's kind of nice. Anyway, moving on from the leg lamp. I love my leg lamp. Kathy Williams, how are you? I saw that Mallory wrote a book. Oh, Kathy, it's coming out next month, and How to One Night Stand, and we are very excited for her. Very excited for her. You know, the first book, Jitters. That's where Shayla is tonight. Those of you that are just joining, not here with me tonight, but she and baby are head down on the last few edits of this book and making sure things are smooth. So she needs to be with her tonight. So I said, you know what? Let me step up and join you guys. Debbie Sanchez from Michigan. Debbie, good to see you. Debbie, I lived in Michigan for a year. Don't quote me on the year, 90 something, early 90s. And no, it wasn't early 90s. What was it? It was late 80s. Yeah, late 80s. And I lived in Troy, Michigan, but I loved Michigan. It was only for a year, but I loved it. I hope I'm not frozen, guys. I had some problems getting in, but I hope I'm not frozen. If you're having trouble, join me on YouTube. Join me on YouTube. I'm so excited. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Eve. Thank you, and thank you for everything. Really appreciate that. Kelly, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. You know, with a new author in a new series, and you're just trying this as your career out of college, I didn't push her to decide how many books in a series. It's kind of tough to ask of somebody for at least just starting out. But I can guarantee you this book's coming out, and the second book for sure is going to come out. I expect her to have a third book, but that's going to be up to her and what she wants to do going forward. I like to make decisions for everybody. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that. There's a small control issue that I have as I talk with my hands. But I gotta let her make her decisions. But I don't expect her to stop in this series. I expect it to be a fairly expansive series. And in talking with her, she has a ton of ideas for it. So I think there's plenty of material there for a number of books. Will we have a release party for Mallory's first book? Yes, we will. We'll probably have it in the Book Beauties. It's probably exactly where we'll have it. We're just trying to get through the book right now, and that's the push for everybody right now. But it will be coming. Kathy, I am using StreamYard. Yeah, I'm streaming out to Shayla. We use StreamYard for about a year now. We stream out to YouTube, Shayla's Book Beauty page, and then her fan page, the Shayla Black, Shelley Bradley page. So that's where we're going right now. So loving the service, by the way, loving StreamYard. but it allows us to add YouTube because Facebook is such a PETA sometimes. I just don't like I don't like how Facebook sometimes works. Dana, will there be a pre-order for Mallory's book for, is that Florida? I don't know what that means, Dana. We have a pre-order on the website today for release. We have a pre-order. Oh, Flirty. You mean for Flirty? Yes, there is. Mallory does have a pre-order up for Flirty right now. Let me see if I can. If one of you guys have that pre-order, we sent that out. Otherwise, I can hunt it up and post it in the Book Beauties afterwards. But Mallory does have a pre-order up in. Here, let me just grab it real quick. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I know exactly where it is. I know I should have been more prepared. Oh, really? Goofle? I'm typing Goofle. Is that what I need to? Okay, there we go. Google Forms. All right. And we'll go here, and I see Baby's pre-order, and I'm grabbing the link. Boom. Copy. And I'm back to you guys. And here is the pre-order link for Baby, for Flirty in Kansas City. You guys are right there. Okay, you should have it right there for Baby. We're going to be closing her pre-order out probably this week and closing my pre-order out, or Shayla's pre-order out this week as well. So, I would, if you're going to do a pre-order, I would get it done this week for sure. Dan, that's cool. I understood once I read it and thought about it. I understand what you were saying. Tracy says, I'm in Canada also. You can pre-order through Kobo or the Shayla store. Thank you, Tracy. Exactly. Eve, as soon as I close it out, like I said, this week, I'll be turning around and sending invoices out for ours. And then for, I guess I'll do it for Mallory, or should Mallory do it for herself? We'll figure it out, but invoices will be going out next week. I'm bossy. Julie, where did you get the idea that I'm a bossy guy? I don't quite get that. Is it something about being my way or the highway? I don't know. What is StreamYard? StreamYard is an aggregator, if you will, for live streaming or for streaming services. When you want to do a live broadcast, and they have different pricing tiers, but it allows you to use their service. You can just record video and store it and download it and however you want. Or there's tiers where you can actually broadcast live. And we purchased a tier that where it allows us to purchase or to broadcast to 3 different locations on the internet, three different social media sites on the internet at the same time. So that's StreamYard, and I love the service. Christina, I'm glad you did find us on YouTube. I'm not always a fan of YouTube. I'm not a fan of socials to begin with and some of their policies, but I'll say this, YouTube is one of the more stable ones, and that's why we added it. So folks have an alternative. My cousin who lives in North Carolina, he every once in a while he'll post saying seeing us live, and he has it up on his television in the evening. So I think it's pretty cool from YouTube. I said penis. I did not say penis. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Watina. Yes, we are excited. We're excited. Dana, I think I did see you on the pre-order form for Baby. Here, I'll tell you really quick if you're there. I've got a lot to talk about tonight. I got to get going here. Let's see. Dana, I see you there. Yes, Dana, I see you. So you're golden, darling. You're golden. Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's really sweet of you. I love your pick on YouTube. That's awesome. I love your pick on YouTube. That's awesome. Miss seeing you, darling. Miss seeing you. It's been a long time. Yeah, Lisa, invoices will go out next week. Yeah, Shannon, that's a special edition. We're going to talk about those up and up in personal rants of Charlie Black, and how, again, you see how I have a different name that Shannon's given me. It's a blessing. I call it a blessing. But there's we're going to talk a little bit about how we want to do bring you guys some more exclusive content, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But Charlie's Rants, that might be a good title for the thing I have in mind for us. But I have a cool name already. So anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. You know, Eve, I try to take care of the girls. They take good care of me when they have time, and they're busy all the time. But you know what? I have this nurturing kind of, wasn't born with it, but boy, when you care and love people, it's amazing what you'll do for them. It really is. So, and you're happy to do it. Trust me. Tiffany, yeah. I'm bossy about some things. Maybe a few control issues, you know. I don't know. Ask Shannon, she'll tell you. Oh, thank you, Julie. The form you posted, is that a pre-order for baby's second book or what? Tiffany, that is a pre-order form for Flirty in Kansas City, an event that we'll be at next month, a book event. And then that'll be baby's first book signing as a attending author. So if you're attending Kansas City, folks, we're asking for that pre-order form. If you're interested in pre-ordering baby's first book, it's available at all the retailers or on Shayla Black in Shayla store. So we don't have anything up for the second book yet. So soon. We're just trying to get through that first book right now. Nikki Ann, and let's not forget, we're under 2 weeks until, you know what, Nikki Ann, what a great transition. Thank you. And I'm pulling up my little cheat sheet. Where did my cheat sheet go? There it is. Okay. Yes. Tempted by the Executives, January 24th. You guys have been asking for a menage again. You guys loved what Shayla and Lexi put together with Masters of Menage. And Shayla really wanted to come back with the Forbidden Confession series. It just made perfect sense with the sexy bedtime story of Tempted by the Executives. And I think you're going to like this one. And that's coming out January 24th. January 23rd, if you pre-order the ebook through shaylablack.com. But if you remember, her Forbidden Confession series are sexy, kind of a shorter book that is kind of a sexy bedtime story. So you can get through it in an evening, and it's, you know, Shayla, it's got full of character development. It's full of the sex and all those things. So we're excited about that. Kathy, I have to tell you, we got a Buc-ee's, and I think is the best brisket ever. Fudge. Kathy, yeah. I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, Buc-ee's is life. Buc-ee's is life. And Shannon apparently informed me that I forgot to take her to Buc-ee's the last time she was here. Now, granted, Shannon, I'm going to give myself a pass because you weren't in the greatest health either. You were recovering. So I know it's not an excuse, but I do owe you a trip to Buc-ee's. Dana, William, I found at Sam's today smoky barbecue Doritos. Ooh, that does sound good. Dana, I am trying to be so good. Coming off these holidays, I don't know about you guys, but I can't say I tried really hard, but I definitely didn't overeat like I normally do in the holidays. And I had to go to the doctor this morning. Or was it this morning? No, yesterday. I went to the doctor yesterday, and they weighed me in, and I was wearing jeans and long sleeve shirt because it was in the morning. It was still a little chilly. 84 degrees today, by the way. Going to turn cold tonight, but I was pleased with what the scale said. Just a few, the pound increase was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. So been back in the gym, hitting it hard, and I'm trying to be good. But Doritos, I love the Doritos. Carbs are my friend. That's the problem. Carbs are my friend. Kim, it sure can. All of Shayla's Forbidden Confessions can be read as standalones. all of Shayla's Reed Family Reckoning can be rented standalones. Reed Family Reckoning is a little different, though. There are some interconnectivity there, but they can be read as standalones. But Forbidden Confessions, all those books, God, what number book is she on now with that? 9. All those books can be read as standalones for sure. See, and here's another name Shannon gave me. Heidi refuses to take me to the Buc-ee's. Shannon, you just got to come visit me more than once a year. That's all there is to it. And I will take you anywhere you want to go. Anywhere you want to go. I wanted to go to one place in Vegas, and Shannon said we couldn't go. We were in Vegas together, and there was one place I wanted to go, but no, we couldn't do that. So it had to do with the zombie burlesque show, and I was told I couldn't go. So I don't know. Just trying to give back. That's all I'm doing. Trying to give back. Every time you say Kathy, I think you're talking to me. Yeah. I love having both you guys here. This is awesome. This is awesome. Eve is headed to Florida tomorrow to check on her dad. I'm driving, so I'll definitely be stopped. Oh my gosh, Eve. Yes. Enjoy. Be careful driving. But it is awesome. I'm glad you're getting to go see your dad, but it's having a Buc-ee's on the way where before you didn't have that. That's awesome. So, you guys, I don't know if you guys know this. I've been in the market talking about driving. I've been in the market to buy a new car, and we've kind of, we've been sharing one car for a while because we really didn't need to get a new one after I sold the one we had here with the height of you get really good deals. So I sold that one. But I've been thinking about getting another car, but who wants to pay the rates right now? These just the cars are just outrageous, and I refuse to pay middlemen that much money. And we do fine with Shayla's car, and of course babies as well. But my mother-in-law called today and said she has a line on a great car. So I'm thinking about that. And if it works out, if it's something I want, I may be flying to Arizona and driving back with it. So we'll see. We'll see. Someone in her retirement community is, I think they're selling their house and have no need for the car anymore. So she's checking it out. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Louise. I picked this out myself. I thought, you know what? Let's go with something a little different tonight. So, and actually it fits. So that's a good thing. Oh, Dana, it is coming up, and can we just talk about the college football championships that took place on Monday? And you guys know baby went to TCU. All our money went to TCU for her to go to TCU. I was so happy that they were in that game. Not very happy, as I know the entire student body and alumni and the players, of course, were not happy with the score. But I was just happy that they had the opportunity to go. And I saw a picture on TCU's Twitter about a picture from 1938. Maybe that was the last time, one of the last times they were in the hunt, and showing people on campus excited for the team. It's just interesting to see that, see all the way back then. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Shannon. Yeah. I think you got your fill of. Well, okay. I'm just going to leave all that there. We talked about our trip to Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and you guys know what happened to poor Shannon. She got inundated. I was the good guy and attended with everybody. We went along with the little man show, but Shannon, yeah, after that, I'm be surprised that you would actually want to go to a museum like that. But I think the zombie burlesque show would have been much better, much better. Dana, I did see Black Rifle Coffee at Walmart the other day as well. I did. I'm stocked up though. I didn't buy any more, but I'm pretty well stocked up. I read them over the holiday break today. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Billionaire number 9, and then executives number 10. And then if we have the numbers right, Shayla will be the first to correct me. And then if you guys didn't, well, no, actually, I can't say that yet because Rachel, we met with Rachel and Shannon this morning, and we had a quick team meeting. And would you guys like to be a part of that team meeting? maybe there's a chance for you to do that. We'll talk about that later. But we're talking to Shannon and Rachel, and I said, Shannon and Rachel, are there any things that I need to make sure I cover tonight? Well, Shannon gives me a few things. Rachel's always the one. She doesn't always give me things to cover, but she gives me things not to cover. And you guys know that you don't cross the angel of death, okay? And when she says, okay, we're working on some things, you cannot spill the beans. Do not spill the beans. Do not spill the tea on all these things that we're working on. But you guys know I can't help it sometimes, right? So the next book after Tempted by the Executives, Tempted by the in the Filthy Rich Bosses series, following that same line, that we'll be announcing the name of that book for pre-order here soon, and it'll be in the back of the pre-order link will be in the back of Executives as well. But we have a title. We went back and forth on that title a number of times. Wouldn't you like to know some of those rejected titles that we've talked about before? You guys have any idea the number of rejected titles our team has gone back and forth with? And we have a ton of them. I would love an opportunity to share that with you, and maybe we will. Charlie can't keep anything to himself. Angel of Death about the duct tape. See, Angel of Death and duct tape, she scares me. And yes, guys, that is Rachel. And she embraces the term AOD, the Angel of Death. Lisa, I start my second job tomorrow to pay for my kid to go to college. It's really going to. Lisa, and you are one of the most voracious readers I've ever seen. Hats off to you for that. But yeah, I understand when you're trying to pay for college. Boy, we started saving for baby's college when she was born. And I'm so thankful that we did, because we were just putting away every year. And thankfully it helped out tremendously. But it is just college tuition today, and not just tuition, but if they're living on campus, the room and board, the books, and much less eating on campus, the freaking food plans. Your baby got to the point where she had food plan for 1 year, and then she said, forget it, Dad, I'm not using it. So she cooked all her time. She had an apartment. She was in an apartment with 3 other ladies, and she was cooking all the time. So it is ridiculous how much higher education costs today. It really is. And I tell you, I had the opportunity to go to a 4-year university right after I got out of high school. But I did my first 2 years in community college, and then I transferred over to University of South Florida. And I am so thankful that I had the opportunity to go to community college. Number one, it was much more affordable. But then number two, I think I got a better education. I really, really do. Baby ended up doing the same thing. And I think she got a great education at TCU, but I know that community college education, the instructors there, her instructors there, my instructors when I went to community college they were awesome because they cared. And that I think goes a long way. Melissa, yes. Forbidden Confessions. Right now they are out in 2 volumes. The first volume is Forbidden Confessions First Time, and that's out in ebook and print. And that has the first 3 stories in the Forbidden Confessions series. And then Forbidden Confessions Protectors, that's the Protectors piece of that, books 4, 5, and 6, I think. Don't quote me. And then Filthy Rich Bosses will have one as well, but we're not quite ready for that. We're going to want the rest of the Filthy Rich Bosses to come out before we put them together, which makes sense, of course. So. Started 4 years ago. Everything is paid. Oh, whoa. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it. And my hat's off to you. Your child is very fortunate to have you as her mom. So Carl, I have a 30-year-old that went for 6 years, just got done with that one, and now I have a senior. So here we go again. Carla, yeah, yeah. We had one baby. I wanted more, but it didn't work out. But I tell you, with TCU is very proud of their tuition. I'll say that. They're very proud of their tuition. Always asking for more. Baby graduated, and then she got a letter from TCU maybe a month later asking for an alumni donation. So they don't even let you. They don't even let the ink dry on the diploma before they're coming after you. It's a great business to be in. I swear, it's a great business to be in. Really, there's no need for that expense. No. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Jan, exactly. Oh, you can't beat it, Kathy, especially for your core classes. And I know I'm ranting here about college, but the if you're to me, I think the way to do it right is you go to community college for a couple of years, get all your core classes out of the way, which will be the very same ones that you're overpaying for at the major university, and then transfer. Baby had an easier time transferring, coming in as a transfer student to TCU than she would have as a freshman just graduating from high school. So it's things worked out for us, and I'm just very thankful for it. Tabitha, tech school. My nephew, who you guys know, just left the Marines after a very successful career there, and he was a tech school grad coming out of high school before he went into the Marines. Got such a great education when he came out of the Marines. He had his certifications already going in and coming out, and he has a great job right now and can basically name his price because of the specialized equipment that he can work on, the heavy equipment that he can work on. So, HVAC, plumbing. I mean, if I were a young man, that's how I would start. But I am not a young man, and I think Shannon will agree with that. Randy says she did the same thing going to local community college in Italy. Yeah, exactly, Randy. I love it. I love it, and I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it at all, because I know if I had ended up going to a major university in as a freshman, I don't believe I would have done well. So. Kathy, Eve Candris, I raised my granddaughter. It is. It's nuts. It's nuts. Eve, I'm terrified for when my grandson I'm raised. Yeah. Colleges are changing too, and it's the Wild West in higher education right now. So, and I was thankful for TCU that they would listen to parents, and I appreciated that. So when we had concerns or anything like that. Charlie's old enough to be dad. Yeah. I reminded you how much older I am than you this morning, Shannon, I think. But of course, Shannon was bleary-eyed when we talked to her at 7 a.m. this morning. So yeah, we do. We poor Shannon, she has to get out of bed extra early to talk to us. But yeah, I felt bad for about 5 seconds. Then I got over it. So that's good. Jan, you're right. You can get a degree in 2 years, and that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what Baby did before she left. She got her degree, and we both wanted to get our degrees before we left. So, Janine, great transition, and I'm already 43 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about half the stuff I wanted to talk about because you guys drive the conversation, and I appreciate that, and I get caught up in your comments. And I was going to talk about Harry and Meghan, but okay, well, I guess we can't talk about that today. The boxes, guys, those of you that ordered the Shayla Block New Year, New You box or purchased your box through the Kickstarter that we had, Those boxes will be going out. We're targeting the week of the 23rd. We're just waiting on the premium hardback books that no one else is seeing except you guys that have ordered these boxes. And those books should be coming in, I think, by early next week. We have almost everything else. So once we get them in, we'll be doing an assembly line. And my plan is for everything to be in the mail the week of the 23rd. So if you ordered an annual box, a seasonal box, or just the individual New Year, New You, either through the store or through Kickstarter, those boxes will be going out the week of the 23rd. So, and we have this down to a science on how to put these together. We are so excited. We are so excited. It's going to be exciting. And then I think the plan is, I really liked how Kickstarter worked for the boxes. So I think you guys can expect that we're going to announce the anniversary box, which is the if you ordered the at a discount, if you ordered the annual box subscription from us through the website when it was available, that's included. You're already covered. But if you didn't do that, you can still get the anniversary box. We'll be putting that up on Kickstarter in probably another couple of months, probably another maybe 2 months. So, but we'll go from there. So we're excited about that. I can't wait for you guys to see what's in the New Year, New You box, though. We have everything else upstairs. We're going to have an assembly line. All this stuff's it's going to be gorgeous. You guys, I think you're really going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, there was a VIP newsletter. Oh, and again, before I say that, thank you guys for participating in Shayla's gift box, the curated boxes. You guys know that if you did that with us last year, you know how much she puts her heart into those things, and she put her heart into every one of them, and always wants to make each one of them bigger and better. So I think you're going to be very pleased with what you see, and we just like your enjoyment for them because she loves picking things out for it. If Shayla can go shopping, Shayla's a happy girl. So, let's see. There was a question here. Oh my God, is Sierra Cartwright here? Did someone say Sierra Cartwright? Well, I must have missed her, but hello, Sierra Cartwright. Lisa, if we have the subscription, will there be an upgrade on Kickstarter, or will it be the same box for the anniversary box? Lisa, it's kind of like we did, because we got kind of screwy, right? We didn't know about Kickstarter when we offered the subscription boxes. So this is what we do. If you did order the annual subscription box and you want to upgrade on the Kickstarter when we offer it there, you and I just work together and I prorate you back the cost of that box, and you can order it through the Kickstarter. Make sense? In whatever tier you want to. So we just worked individually, me and you, and then I'll get that prorated refund back to you and allow you to order on Kickstarter if you want to upgrade. So, but we'll make it happen for sure. I hope I answered your question. So yes, the VIP newsletter did go out today. You should have had an amazing excerpt, the most amazing excerpt that Chef Ramsay would say, for Tempted by the Executives, coming out January 24th. And again, reminding everybody about Tempted by the Stranger, Seduced by the Stranger. Seduced by the Stranger. I can't remember the name sometimes. A book that's also available from the Shayla Black store. But I lost my train of thought. No, that was my train of thought. Yeah, because the VIP newsletter did come out. And let's see, what am I missing here? Oh, yeah. And then the anniversary box on Kickstarter coming out probably next month, probably late next month. Thank you, Lisa. I try to explain things, but, my mind, I'm a man, so my mind's never quite right. So I'm always trying to keep up. And I don't have Shannon here to keep me straight. Shannon's good at thumping on the shoulder. Eve lies. Charlie is not good at security detail. Shannon, I protected you on a number of occasions. There was just that one time I wouldn't take it. We all know what you took that I couldn't take. So I can't, it's just how there it is. That's just how, you know what, Shannon, you're going to have to come on here and defend yourself, or make your accusation, and then I'll defend myself. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. And there may be an opportunity to do that soon. I love my last year, but did not get this Christmas. I hope to next time. Awesome, Carla. Yeah, Carla, this year we're doing, we did the New Year, New You, which will go out the week of the 23rd. We're doing the Shayla Writing Anniversary box, which is going to be very, very special. And that one's coming out. Don't quote me. I'm trying to remember. I think June, May, June, something like that. And then there will be a fall box as well this year. And there's just 3 boxes this year. And then we're already making plans. Can you believe this? We're already making plans for 2024. We're barely starting 2023. You should see our operational plan for 2023, 2024, and we've got it out to 2026 right now. It's sad that you have to plan that far out in this business. When Shayla started in this business, she would work with her publishers in New York and she'd do book by book by book and didn't have to think that far out. Now, when you're indie, you have to think about all the things, right? So it gets a little overwhelming sometimes. Shannon, thank you for grounding me and allowing me the opportunity to preach the truth. Yes, you're right. I'm never in my right mind. Okay. You're going to defend yourself live on camera soon. You want me to bring you on right now? No, you're going to save that one because we have an opportunity, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. I know, Eve. I know it's gone through 2 different names. I'm trying. We got, like I said, got a little turned around with it, but I think we're in good shape now. Enjoy the dog walk. Take us with you, Kelly, if you can on your phone. Hopefully you can. I don't know. All right. So good night, Kelly. So what I did want to share with you guys, and I did tease you a lot, but let me ask you a few questions here. And I had to write them down so I don't forget them. Would you guys be interested in, you wish you could sit with all of Team Black and kind of listen to our machinations on how we talk about things, how we interact with each other? Very rarely have you ever had all 4 of us together. I probably can count on this hand you've had all 4 of us together live on video. But to be able to do that with us once a month. Would you guys like that? We talked about rejected covers. Would you guys like to see behind the scenes of some of the rejected covers and rejected titles that we have kind of passed on in the past for other books? That would be fantastic. And we have a ton of them, and we'd love to share that with you. How about access to first chapters of books before anybody else gets to see them, before the books come out? Would you like that? We give you excerpts now, but what about the first chapter? Would that be kind of cool? Monthly giveaways, exclusive Shayla short stories, exclusive. And something that I've been teasing, how about a monthly conversation, just you and me, me and you, a little bit different format than what we're doing here. And what I mean by a little bit different format is it's going to be a little more personal. It's going to be a lot more personal. And it's going to be a little, it's going to be, I'm still fleshing through it, but it's going to be kind of my opportunity to talk to you guys on a regular basis. And we can talk about anything and everything in a detail that sometimes you can't talk about on social media. Make sense? Would you guys like that? Well, those are some of the things that next month, guys, we plan to do this actually this week, but we get ahead of ourselves sometimes and we try to go too fast. And we said, let's back off. And thank you guys for all that feedback. Thank you guys for the feedback. So we're going all those things plus a ton of stuff more. I have a spreadsheet. You guys want to see? I'd love to show you my spreadsheet, but I can't because Rachel will reach through the screen and she will take me out, and Shannon will laugh and help her. But next month we're going to share with you guys our plans to bring all that content and even more to you in a more customizable and I think friendlier format, if you will, and kind of take it to the next level. So I appreciate you guys liking this. Tracy, the Discord server is an opportunity that will probably be a part of that. Okay. So yes, more on that, but there's going to be more coming. But we want to have, remember when we talked about the reason we went to Kickstarter? I got to get the screen off of here. It's irritating me. Remember when I talked about why we went to Kickstarter beyond the store? The store has limitations. The Shayla Black store, and I've poured a ton of money into the store to make it user friendly, but still it has limitations. So we said, you know what? Kickstarter allows us to take it to another level where you saw, if those of you who were able to see for the boxes, the different tiers of offerings that we had, additional books, a different NSFW content, cover art, stuff like that. What we want to do is be able to do the same. We love doing Wicked Wednesdays, and we will continue to do Wicked Wednesdays every week. That's our plan, to continue to do this, just like we're talking about here. But we want to take it to another level and give you guys the amount of some content that we want to share with you, have a more, I guess, more, I don't like I'll use the word, the more intimate environment that we can say some things and talk about some stuff that we can't necessarily talk about on social media, but along with access to books and all these other things that we just can't do on a live format here, or at least on a format that we have right now. So Lisa, perhaps. So yeah, it would be like a subscription model, but we'll talk more about it next week. So or not next week, but we'll talk about it next month. But more coming. I will call Rachel and rent a backhoe all at the same time if you share. We're watching you. Shannon, my spreadsheet lays it all out. Everything we're going to do, all the different things. So I can't wait to share it with everybody. And thank you guys for the positive feedback. We're hoping you would like that. And I know I'm teasing a lot, but I think I'm providing a little bit more information than you know who would typically share. So it's just us, right? It's just us. Right? As it should be. Randy, I'm going to read Tempted by the Billionaire. See you next. Hope all final edits will work through easily. Thank you, Randy. I hope you enjoy Billionaire. We are the ladies are making really good progress, and I'm happy. I'm proud of them. And I'm expecting that this book will be fantastic. I can't wait to see my baby have a print book with her little name on it. And it's her little name, right? But have her name on it. And when she'll be sitting in Kansas City and people standing in line to talk to her, and I've told her, I said, it's going to be a different experience. You're going to have to know how to talk about your book and about you. She's not used to doing that. So, but I know she'll be able to do it. But it's something she's always wanted to do. And actually see that come to fruition, it's an amazing thing. Julie will pay me with Doritos to see my spreadsheet. Julie, talk about me being the tease. I think you are the tease, young lady. I think you're the tease. Ruth, we got your card today. Thank you. It was very, very sweet. Thank you for that card. I'm sorry that the first one didn't make it through. I was at the P.O. box today. So thank you for that. It was really sweet of you. I'm still trying to find a room for me and Rachel Zamora. Dana, I tell you, rooms went fast in Kansas City. They went fast. I'm glad I grabbed. Of course, we're all three of us are piling into the same room, but that's nothing new for us. Ames, you might have me on the Tim Tams, darling. You know me and Tim Tams. The bad news is that I'm on a diet. I am being a good boy. Her first signing will be the first one I attend. Oh, Lisa, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun to see everybody, and hopefully we get to party a little bit. Shannon, will I get in trouble if I bribe him with Reese's? I'm a sucker. What can I say? What can I say? I'm a sucker. Rhonda, thankfully, Samantha Cole offered to let me. Oh, that's awesome, Rhonda. That's awesome. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Well, guys, I think that's the content I had tonight. That's the things I wanted to share. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything that Shayla's going to come yell at me that I didn't include tonight. No, I think I did. I did remember one thing. On the VIP newsletter, if you guys noticed at the bottom, for right now through I forget the date in February, all ebooks on the Shayla Black store are 20% off. Every ebook that's been released since January 1st, basically. All those ebooks are 20% off. So if you guys, we just want to do a little something. Everybody does the Black Friday. We did it too. Everybody does the holiday specials and stuff like that. But you know what? Shayla was like, let's do something kind of to welcome the new year, right? So everything, all the ebooks and just the ebooks in the Shayla store are 20% off. All the ebooks that are released since January 1st. So if you want ebooks, and they all deliver via book funnel, and all the feedback I'm receiving is that works extremely well for folks. If you want 20% off, you don't have to have a code or anything. You just go in there and you can grab what you want. So feel free to. I told my husband I'm going to make him go with me to see you all. Oh, I'd love that, Ruth. I would love to see you, and I'd love to see your husband. That'd be awesome. Back to finish more than hate you. Thank you. Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, deets are coming, Tracy. You know, when we share the deets, the biggest deets last week was Doomsday Brethren. You guys know, any of you that weren't here last week should have heard that. Doomsday Brethren, we have the rights back. And Tempt Me with Darkness is out for pre-order right now. And Shayla's going to be releasing every one of those books. And she's going to be reviewing each one of those books, adding content to all those books to super spice them up, and new covers. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be, can't wait on that. We have so many things to talk about. I don't want to feel sometimes I feel like a salesman. I'm not a sales guy. I hate sales. I did it and I hated it. But there's just so many fun things going on right now that you're only limited by your imagination and what folks are interested in. So we try constantly to make sure to match up what you guys like with what we're offering, or we offer what you guys like. How's that sound? Something like that. Rhonda, she will sign every damn one of them. Please bring them. Please bring them. She loves seeing that. Loves seeing that. Sharon, you were right. Sharon, you were right. Sharon was dead on. I saw your comment too, Sharon, so I knew you were dead on that. Yes, Kelly, Shayla will be back next week. She has no choice. She has to be here next week. She doesn't pay me enough to, I shouldn't say pay me enough. I don't have the skill set to do this every week by myself. But now with this new thing we're talking about, it's going to be a different format, and we can say anything we want to say, which is going to be awesome. So more on that soon. Sex equals magic. Exactly. Who doesn't love magic sex? Who doesn't love magic sex? Let's be clear. Any chance for an omnibus of the Doomsday Brethren? Remind me what an omnibus is, Sharon. I just don't. I'm not firing on all cylinders. Are you talking about like a kind of a glossary of all the people in the world? I'm not quite sure what you mean. I can't remember what I pre-ordered or pre-owned. Is there a place in the store to check? Virginia, you know what? No, there's not for you right now. Virginia, we went out of our way because we're so concerned about everybody's security, right? Whenever you run a website, you do sales and all this stuff, you have a responsibility to folks to make sure that their stuff is secure. So we made a a strategic decision with the store not to give everybody IDs and passwords where they can go in and look at stuff and do things, because we have to store all that information. And if we're storing your personal information, IDs, passwords, credit cards, and stuff, that can be a risk. And we just don't think that risk is, we want to mitigate that risk, frankly. And so we kind of have it trained. So it's a long story short. No, you can't go and check it, but I will check it for you. So Virginia, I will shoot you. I think we're friends on Facebook, and I will shoot you a PM and let you know everything you've pre-ordered. How's that sound? Cool. You could always prep beforehand and do this. It takes a tea. Yes, that's right. That's right. No, it's fine. Omnibus, all the books in one volume. Okay, a collection basically. I got you. I'm not there yet, Sharon. I'm not there yet, Sharon. Right now, barely getting the first book out, and there's, who knows? There may be additional books. There will be additional books coming out in that series. So I won't say never, but I think we have other plans for that series versus bringing them together because they're so big. They're so big, it would be difficult to do. You might be able to do 2 books, but doing 3, that would be insane. The book, you couldn't do a hardback that big. Shayla said eventually there will be a box set. Well, there may be okay, let me correct myself, Eve. Yeah, there may be a box set on the ebooks, but there won't be box sets on the print books. So there may be on the ebook. So we're just getting off the ground with those. Tempt Me with Darkness is our first coming out with it, but we'll get our feet under us as these books start coming out, and then we'll let you guys know what's going on. I remember, yeah, Jan, I don't know if you remember, but Doomsday did have some of that, not cosplay, but had some kind of or was that? No, I'm thinking of Doms Over Life, that had kind of a cult following that folks would talk about and take on characters and stuff like that. But you're right, Doomsday Brethren has cosplay opportunity written all over them. Tracy, you're right. That's where I caught myself wrong. It'd have to be an ebook. All right, guys. I think I have talked myself into a corner. I'm not sure I have. If I say anything more, I think I'll be in trouble. You guys have been awesome to stay with me tonight and listen to my rants and my ravings. This has been fun. Hopefully I kept up with most of your comments. I tried really hard. But anyway, we will see all of you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Shayla Black will be back in the house with me. And I think just one more tease, guys. We have a special guest coming into the office next month. Let me look here. When is that person coming in? Don't see it right now on my calendar. But next month, we have a special guest coming into Casa de Black who may be joining us for a special Wine Wednesday, but that'll be next month. So I got my months turned around. So see, I get late. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to cut it off here. Guys, thank you for joining, and we will see you next week, and have a great rest of the week. And I think we have football playoffs this weekend. So go Cowboys. And I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope there, but let's hope for good games. How's that sound? Love you guys. Bye-bye.